so you got conveyor belt and post office? Alright, so that's good. What do you got in the both section there?
That's Owen Bio, I think, that you were mentioning.
Okay, what do you think that might be? What is the endoplasmic reticulum love to make? What is their favorite?
Protein.
Yes. Okay, now that you've got that, you can answer both ER and Golgi. So how are they different? So what do they both do with those proteins? They both deal with proteins, but now what do they do with them? What we got?
I'm trying to think of something.
They both what?
They both have to work. I'm trying to think of.
Oh yeah, actually I did.
There's just 2 pages. I can do front and back, and then we'll just have 2 pages.
What we got? So when you think about the Golgi and the ER, they both deal with what?
Transport things.
Okay, yeah, they both transport things. Good job. But there's one. That's true. Good job. They deal with one molecule. One thing that we talk about a lot. Starts with a P. Remember we said bodybuilders like to use it?
Protein.
Yeah. Alright, so they both deal with protein. Write that. You can just write it down there. I'll know what you're talking about. Alright, so the ER, B. What does the ER do? Alright, this is like the post office, and this is like kind of like the factory. So what do they do? We're at the post office and a factory. In the factory, you make something, it takes it to the post office, and the post office does its thing. So if you're at post office there and factory there, I'm gonna come back. So think about that. Alright, so yeah, they both deal with proteins. Good job. Loves to make proteins, transports proteins, post office, sell, package, and sends proteins off. Good job. I like that. Very good. Very good. How we got? Alright, so they both deal with proteins. So they have functions that involve proteins. Alright. I want you to go ahead and post office here. Post office at the top, and then ER right. Conveyor belt or factory, whichever one you choose. So that's the analogy that you're making. So,
For this one, didn't make it must be shipping off.
yeah, exactly.
The reason we're doing this, guys, is because there's often a common misconception between the two. So there's a lot of confusion, kind of looking at the two, what they do.
How you doing?
Yeah.
They both both deal with proteins, where the proteins are made, and how they get where they need to be. So, how do they get them there? What does the Golgi do to get them there? So you're right about that. The ER does make the proteins, but then when it gets into the Golgi, what does the Golgi do?
Like pathways.
So it has to do something to it before it sends it out. What would you do if you had to send something to somebody a long way off? If you had to mail it to them?
Like stamp it or whatever.
Okay, you'd stamp it, but you'd also... What would you put it in?
A box.
Okay, a box, a package, right? You'd package it up and send it to them. So that's what the Golgi does.
Alright, so let's finish this up and let's finish this up. Alright, who wants to share what the endoplasmic reticulum does, Addison?
It transports the proteins and makes them up.
Alright, so it transports the proteins to itself and it makes them. So it makes the protein. What about the Golgi?
It packages and then it ships protein.
Alright, so it packages the proteins up and it ships them out. Isaiah, what about both? What do they both do?
They both handle protein.
They both handle the proteins. Alright, good job. That's exactly what I was looking for. They both deal with the proteins and they both have a role in where the proteins end up. Okay, lysosomes. I think there's a true and false question on the other side about lysosomes, but lysosomes are only found in animal cells most of the time. I know that's kind of not something you want to hear, but most of the time they're only found in animal cells. They have been found in other cells, plants and fungi, but most of the time you're only going to find them in animal cells. And their function, like we talked about the other day, they're like the digestive parts of a cell, like the garbage men or the police. They basically come through and break down anything that's not supposed to be there, get it where it's supposed to go, get it to the waste area. Alright, so it says drag an arrow to all that apply. So lysosomes digest things, provide energy for the cell, are only located in plant cells, or contain enzymes. So what do they not do? Let's just look at what do they not do in this list. So raise your hands. Eden. Alright, are only located in plant cells. Alright, good job. Bo?
Provide energy to the cell.
Alright, good job. Provide energy for the cell. They don't do that. So good job, guys. They don't do either of those two things. They don't. What does provide energy for the cell, Riley? Good job. Mitochondria. And okay, centrioles. We skipped that one yesterday. Okay, drag the circle to the correct response. When are you most likely to see well-defined centriole? Oh, okay. Centriole question we're gonna skip. Chloroplasts. Okay, these are important. Important organelles. Chloroplasts are only found in plant cells. What do you guys? What do chloroplasts do? How many jobs? What do they do, Riley? Exactly. So they help the plant make or go through photosynthesis, which helps the plant make its own food.